Business owners hungry for a new opportunity have been sniffing around Maketu Pies today. The iconic pie maker was placed in receivership last Friday after 37 years in business. But the receivers say they've already had plenty of interest from potential buyers, both local and further afield. That's come as a relief to many Maketu residents who say losing the business would be disastrous for the township. Nita Blake-Persen and Nick Monroe are in Maketu and filed this report.
The Bay of Plenty town of Maketu is the end of the line as you head off the main drag, and today locals feared it could be the end of the line for one of its biggest employers.
There's three main businesses here in this area. One is the freezing works at Rangiuru. The other is the kiwi fruit orchards and Maketu Pies. Maketu Pies employs Maketu people. The kiwi fruit orchards and the freezing works, they employ people from all over the place, everywhere. But Maketu Pies are mainly all Maketu people, and it's generations, parents, children, down to their children, even grandchildren.
Maketu Pies, which employs around 45 full and part-time staff, was placed in receivership last week and is now running as a going concern. Jackie Butcher says it's a vital part of the economy.
The parents had it and they've changed it to their sons, and it's collapsed a little bit, I guess. Yeah.
Local councillor John Scrimger is hopeful it's not the end for Maketu Pies.
I did hear a year or two ago that the business was a bit shaky, but it's kept on going, and I hadn't heard anything recently. So it was a little bit of a surprise to me to hear yesterday that the business had been placed in receivership.
Potential buyers have already begun checking out the business, and receiver Tom Rodewald says he hopes to make a sale early next week. Pie fans we spoke to were hopeful the much-treasured bakery business would stay in local hands. Liam Tapsell says it would be a sad day for the community if it were to go.
If you're going to lose your job, it's not a nice thing. It doesn't matter what it is, it's not a nice thing. You depend on that job. If you've got a house, you've got to pay mortgage, and if you've got a vehicle, you've got to pay the finance. Lots of other things, raising kids, and Maketu is a very hard place to raise children. There's not a lot here, it's very tough. So they depend on this job, they really do. If it goes, then that could be disastrous for the community.
While Kahi Hanara wants to see local iwi snap up Maketu Pies.
Hopefully that our Māori people, our people from Te Arawata will take a good look at this Maketu Pies, because they say most of our people that work here, or most of them are Māori working in the pies. And I'm not saying that there is also Pākehā people working here at the pie shop too, and it's really sad because we know the owners of the place that really got this place on its feet, and they're a really lovely couple, and it's very sad to see what's happening today.
This chicken and mushroom pie was one of the last ones available at the Maketu dairy today. Staff there say they replenish the pie warmer up to 7 or 8 times a day, selling up to 200 pies a day in the summer months. It's the number one thing their customers want, and every local we've spoken to is keen to see the business stay here and to stay in local hands. And while the future of one of the town's biggest employers is uncertain, locals are keeping their fingers crossed that whoever buys it will keep the staff in work and the pies churning out.
Hoping and praying for our community.
In Maketu for Checkpoint, ko Nita Blake-Persen tēnei.